How the river rats? It does, doesn't it? Beautiful. We're gonna make everybody famous.
Oh, hell.
I get to fish with Rob and Yost. This is the owner of Mud Puppy Baits for the Virginia on the St. James River.
James River.
Or is it James River?
James River.
We're just trying to make it as pleasant as possible. But the James River. We're gonna call it the St. James just because we want to make it a saint.
This won't be a saint.
It's evil. But windy day, cold front came in, 40 degrees this morning when we blasted off. You can see we got our coats on. It's cold. It's very cold. We're gonna run out here. We're gonna have about 2-3 footers on the water. We're gonna run in some creeks. We're launching out of the Appomattox today. And we're gonna see what happens. But it's cold. Huh?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It could be a long day. Yesterday I came out by myself. I never turned the camera on, and I probably should have. I had about 18-19 pounds by myself, and normally I don't film by myself, but I want to try to keep this as fun as possible. But we should catch him today a little bit. What do you think?
We shall see.
Optimism on the James River.
This cold it could be tough.
Yeah, these Florida strain are tough in the cold. But hell, we'll catch them. I will.
Yeah,
I don't know about.
We'll catch some fish.
Yeah. All right, stay tuned. Hey, when they hit you hard in there, knocked you in the water.
You know what?
When they hit you hard in there, you're like, holy moly.
I'm gonna throw a historical moment on you.
What's that?
What just happened is how Jim Bitter lost the Bassmaster Classic in 1989 in this very creek.
Was this what it was?
This is the creek where
That-
Jim Bitter lost the Bassmaster Classic in 1989. The same way you just lost that fish.
Well, I would.
Bounced over the side of the boat.
Well, I can tell you this: if it was me in this tournament, that fish would have been in the belly of the boat. But it wasn't. It was just a 12-inch fish.
Yep. So was Jim Bitter's.
Oh. Okay, all right. Fine. Look, I pulled another Jim Bitter, but this time it's in my hand.
Then that's not a Jim Bitter fish. That was lost. That was in the boat.
It was one about a pound and a half. Not bad. Did you see that thing slap to water? Well, I've lost two. I mean, I've had some serious bites, and boy, that's a fatty there. I think that was a buck up there looking. I mean, we're kind of hitting this just right, I think. Crazy thing log right here. It's like it's just got enough little flash. If it's, oh, look at this giant. Look at this giant.
I'll tell you about the chatterbait.
That doesn't work.
No, not at all.
Look at that 5-pound toad.
Not even spawned.
No. Beauty. Nice. Nice job. Oh, she spawned. Look at her tail. Look at her tail. She just spawned. She just spawned. Yep.
It's bleeding.
Yeah, she's on the bed. Okay.
I'm gonna put her back. Turn
Yep.
her boat around.
Just jump her. She'll swim right back. She knows where her house is. Wow!
God. Bed fishing with a chatterbait.
Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't know if I was going to pull you in the water yet or not, Robin.
They got around that log, and that's why I was wiggling it, trying to get it out from under that log. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a better one.
Just got to take your time. Just got to take your time. We haven't got a big one yet, but just get it in there. Take time. As you can see what it looks like. You're throwing a chatterbait?
Yep.
Hang on here. I'm gonna get one right up there. See what happens. It's like he was right on that log, but it seems like certain tactics, if I had more. How'd you catch that on?
Brush monkey.
Show that thing off.
Moccasin blue
Get a
brush
little
monkey.
closer to it, so they can see your brush monkey. That fish chased my chatterbait up and ate Robin's brush monkey. Show that thing off at the camera. This is one of Robin's products for on a mud puppy bait. Yep. And that thing.
Just a little creature bait.
Yeah, and it catches fish. It's just something simple, finessey, perfect. They just mouth it up.
Yep.
All right. I caught one. Now I have completed one hand worth of chatterbait fish. This is the 5th one in my life. You got it, bud? Oh my gosh. It's only a 2. Look at the back. I look like look at that. It speared him. Something tried to spear it. This is a post-spawn male. See the black dots on the tail. Beat up. He's up here feeding. Sweet. Good 2 1/4 pounder though. Bye. I got one. I know I have buddies that tell me I should throw a chatterbait more often. But I threw it a lot. I've hooked like 3 fish and finally got one of them in. Stop. I had one take my bait, had another one do this. Just a 2-pound fish, but you know, it's a spawned out. He's still healing, so these are feeders up here probably. But I've had 3 or 4 fish like this just grab my bait and take off. But not bad. We moved to a different creek, and so I say crick. People criticize me saying crick out here.
The nearest thing to us that says crick is hillbillies from West Virginia.
Oh, great. I'm classed as one of them.
Mountain people say cricks.
But yeah, I can catch fish doing this. I mean, they're not. I mean, I've gotten some good ones doing this, but just throwing that up in there. And that was like 3 fish on this bank, and that was the 3rd one I finally hooked it. Finally. Just take off running like a banshee. You know, solid keepers, and I just lose them. Frustrating. But we're definitely in. We moved away. I'm not going to mention where I'm at on here, but yeah, you know, fishing these tournaments out here, you just kind of take advantage of what you got going on, and love it. But that was the 3rd one. Finally caught the 3rd one, actually the 4th one. The other 2 just bite and run, bite and run. Logs in the water, fishing the logs, fishing logs. There's a bite. He about took my bait away from me. I gotta put a new one on. What I'm doing is just putting on a little blade as a little trigger, and it's working. I have to go shopping. Probably get one of Robin's June bug sticks. What are they called?
What?
Your little June bug Cincos?
Jiggle sticks.
Jiggle sticks? I knew it was something like that. Just pull it along ever so slightly and just wait for the bite. Dang, wind is so cold today. We probably got 5 for what? What do you think? 15? 15 pounds today for 5? With that 5-pound kicker? Well, we could have had more, but we didn't beat it up. We just wanted to make sure they were there. Oh.
Wrong way.
Just to make sure they were there. Got something to grab it. way that bank was producing right off the bat, I thought for sure there was an 18 to 20 pound bag on it. And I believe it will be for me on the tournament. Hopefully for me, not anyone else. Beautiful. Need to find that extra water, because if you don't, you know, you just got to go fishing a lot of times, but sometimes you got to find something for yourself when you're out here in these tournaments. And I'm a guy who comes up from Idaho. I don't live here. I mean, I'm blessed to have Robin fish with me today for the fun of it. That's why I let him catch that 5-pounder. Ain't that right, Robin?
On a bait you hate.
I hate that chatterbait. He's cranking. He did it to rub it in my face. That's what everybody said. I think he did it on purpose. That looks like a fish spot right far over. Looks like a fishy spot to me. That's like 4 bites, 5 bites right there. Love it. Gives you something to key in on in the tournament. Just, you know, as the tide drops, I'm slowing it down personally for the reasons of drawdown, getting rid of the aggressive bulky baits and trying to finesse them out a little better on a bite. You know, because you know, fish start getting less water, they start kind of stressing out, stuff like that. I know they live here and they're used to it, but there's still a stress factor to fishing. Whew. I'd like to have a look. You know, I come to Virginia and it's so hot.
Yeah.
And then then it's cold, and then it's so cold. I drop everything. It's like a noodle. See? It's a 12-incher. I got one. Gotta cull it right, cull it big, or don't cull it at all. Come here. Choke. All right, we're gonna let it go.
Brent's favorite bait.
Oh, I'm sitting here filming, just so you know. Hey, and if anybody needs a great motor cover, they need to go to Tough Skins and get these made. See, I'm filming this right now as I'm talking to you on the phone. I'm talking to the guy who owns Tough Skins, and look at these awesome motor covers. Look, I'm putting you on YouTube. I'm making you famous, Greg. Yeah, look at me. I'm making you money, and I'm not even there. Yeah. Let's see here. My buddy just caught a fish. A largemouth. He got one about 2.5, almost 3 pounds.
Wow.
On a bait I absolutely hate. It's called a chatterbait.
Oh yeah, chatterbait. All around this area too.
Oh, I bet.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna catch a small one. Okay. that's all this thing catches is small ones. Yeah, I'm throwing a damn chatterbait right now. We're about ready to close the day out. Robin's gonna buy me dinner for torturing me today. On a chatter. I have been fighting and first cast I make, I catch that fish right there on the big chatterbait. Yep. We are calling it a day.
Bye.
Bye. He made me lose a $20 chatterbait
That he hates.
that I hate. I caught a few fish when the camera was charging. I didn't get those on film, unfortunately, but the day was successful. Robin caught fish on chatterbait. I didn't.
You did.
Oh, that's right. I caught one
Dinks.
and a couple dinks. Maybe 5 dinks. And one good keeper. But the rest of it's all been singles and spinnerbaits for me today. And for Robin, it's been mud puppy baits. Give me a package out so I can show everybody what a package of your baits look like. Look at that. If you need them, you can get a hold of him. There's his phone number right there, 804-895-1489. Robin customizes a lot of baits for people. He's busy. He retired as a paramedic firefighter, right?
Yep.
And now he thinks he's gonna have the good life making lures, and he's finding out he can't go to bed past 1 o'clock in the morning because he's busy making lures.
That's right.
But he does a damn good job. So I had a great time with him today. I don't get to see him but once every 2 or 3 years, 4 years. He's a friend. Take care of him. Buy his product. Like and subscribe if you like the video. Had a good day with him. And thanks, Robin. Oh, we did the COVID thing, but we didn't wear masks today. And this is the don't tread on me state. Boy, it gets tread on pretty darn good.
Where the governor is a jerk.
We got to be careful because this is YouTube, Robin, and I don't want my video banned.
Jerk. I didn't use profanity.
That's true.
No profanity.
It's freedom of speech.
That's right. First Amendment.
First Amendment and Second
all the
Amendment
way.
is everything all the way. Our Bill of Rights. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time as much as we did out here. And I still hate chatterbaits.